I just finally got confirmation that food stamps is officially cut for next month.
About 2 months ago, I stopped eating dinner almost every night of the week so that my boyfriend and I could have enough food left over to have lunch the next day. This was before we were about to lose our food stamps. Mind you, we both work.
I don't think that we really realize the depths that this is, the damage that this is going to do, but the women, the mothers, and the families, but the mothers especially, who are going to go without meals so their children don't have to. I know that I will absolutely be one of those mothers.
But because we have children and because aftercare and before care is too expensive, I've taken a job that's basically minimum wage so that I can be there to pick up my kids. I cannot fathom what we're gonna do without that food stamp money, because if I already couldn't eat dinner with that food stamp money,
I'm so tired of seeing people say like, oh, well, maybe if you had a job, you could get your groceries, or, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't have to depend on stamp. I work full time. Thank you. And I do rely on stamps because guess what? It's not enough money in this economy for me to be able to pay bills and get stuff that we need and provide for my 2 kids. So yes, I depend on stamps. And I have a full-time job. So please know that people out here depend on stamps. It's not because we out here just mooching off the government. It's because we literally need that to provide for our family.
I work hard every single day. I get up every single day and clean houses, and I still rely on food stamps to feed my 6 children because the prices are so high. It's unrealistic to think about not having food stamps. Next month, I'm so terrified because 6 babies are always eating. Plus myself, I eat about 1 meal a day, but still. So people everywhere are waking up and realizing their SNAP benefits are gone, and most people don't even know why. Starting this year, states began enforcing stricter SNAP rules tied to work requirements and eligibility checks. Many recipients are now being required to prove they're working, job hunting, volunteering, or in approved training programs for at least 80 hours a month to continue receiving benefits. And these new rules are now affecting more people than before, including some older adults who previously weren't even required to meet those standards. But a lot of people don't realize that you can also lose benefits from just missing paperwork, a missed interview, a form that never arrived, a letter sent to an old address, or a deadline that passed without someone even noticing. And once the system marks a case as incomplete, these benefits can just stop automatically. Supporters of the changes say that the goal is to encourage employment and reduce long-term dependency and assistance on programs. But people are arguing that they were already struggling to survive and are now being buried in paperwork and technicalities while food prices are still rising. Whether people agree politically or not, groceries are very expensive right now. Eggs, meat, rent, electricity, everything feels heavier than it did a few years ago. And for a lot of families, these benefits were the difference between a full fridge or just quietly trying to make 1 meal stretch for about 2 days. And that's why so many people are scared right now. Not because they want luxury, not because they're trying to live off the system, but because losing food assistance in this economy feels less like losing an extra benefit and more like losing actual breathing room.
I'm scared, I really am, because I don't know how long this will last.
1 year we have lifted 2.4 million Americans, a record, off of food stamps.
That's right, he's actually bragging about taking food away from hungry families. This is very easy to fact check as well. Around 2.4 million people are going to lose eligibility for the program because of new work requirements passed in Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill. It's also worth mentioning this law removes exemptions for veterans and people who are experiencing homelessness. There's a pretty big difference between helping people become financially stable and simply removing them from assistance programs.
Arizona had 400,000 people cut off the SNAP benefit, the food SNAP benefit. 400,000 people. They're going to say that there's fraud and go get a job or whatever else. But I want to remind you people that actually voted for this with the big, beautiful bill, and our military families, a lot of them are on food stamps. Them are disabled people, veterans. What are we doing here? What are we doing, people? Y'all voted this big, beautiful bill and then cut off all these people on their SNAP benefits. So, for instance, so now my question is, now that we got this shit show going on over in the Middle East, what are we going to do about these people who are solely dependent on SNAP benefits to buy their food? Just let's talk about our military people that are deployed, gone, fixing to be, whatever. What are they supposed to do? Yo, Arizona is not an exception. It's a preview of what's going to end up happening with all the states. That's what's going to end up happening. Let that sink in. 400,000 people lost SNAP benefits in Arizona.
All right. Do you remember the cut in SNAP benefits, which are also called EBT benefits? Now we have 11 million seniors now using SNAP benefits. EBT programs are going to be cut for poor, starving, elderly people. If you did not know, 39% of people that get SNAP benefits, EBT, are children. Another large percentage like this are elderly. Another large percentage are disabled. In fact, less than 1% is fraud or was fraud. People have to qualify twice a year in order to get food assistance in this country. So 11 million Americans who are maybe retired now, they could be 60, 70, 80, 90, 11 million Americans who are so poor they get SNAP benefits may have to get a job. You know that guy that you see at Walmart that could barely walk? Yeah, that's what Republicans did to the SNAP program. We have plenty of money for war, but no money for children, elderly, and disabled. We are in some very, very sad times, and it's not going to be good, folks. When people are hungry, things go bad normally.
I had my yearly interview for my food stamp benefits, and they denied me because we're in a shelter and they have food here. Like, just because they have food available doesn't mean that's the diet that we eat. And it's here just because, like, it has to be. And most of the time, the food donations aren't even... they're expired.
I lost my job in March, and I signed up for SNAP food benefits. And I think it took me a couple of months to get them. I don't know if they do redetermination on single adults every 3 months or not, but I feel like I've been getting them for 4 months. Maybe it is 4 months. But I got my redetermination letter in the mail, and it says I have to send it in by a certain date. I am so happy that I don't have to send this in, because I got a job today, and I can't wait to start buying food with my hard-earned money. I don't have to feel guilty about buying anything. I can buy chips. I can buy candy. I don't eat those things, but I can buy it if I want to, and I don't have to feel guilty. I can buy milk and bread and eggs and cheese and any kind of meat I want and not feel guilty. Do you know how much of a relief that is to somebody like me who is so used to helping and hates asking for help? It's a big relief. So... here's to being a taxpayer again. And yes, I will tell you not to buy junk food for your children, because I don't want to see them suffer with diabetes or being overweight or getting sick and then having to go to the hospital and then the taxpayers having to pay for it. But yes, I used government assistance for 4 months, maybe 5. I got Medicare too, Medicaid, one of those. Don't matter. I'm going to get health insurance through my job. It's probably not going to be as good as the government assistance, but guess what? I'm going to pay for it with the money that I earn from the job that I have, and I'm very grateful for.
Can somebody please tell me how I am supposed to go to work every day, every single day, 9 to 5, knowing what's going on in our country? And the fact that next month so many SNAP benefits are going to be taken away from people that need it. And I'm sick over it. I am currently not on SNAP benefits. I'm in a fortunate situation, but I have so much sadness in my heart for people that are going to be losing that. There was once upon a time where I was on SNAP benefits and I needed it to get by when I was a single mom. So it really hurts my heart that this is happening, and it shouldn't be in 2025 in America. But it's heartbreaking because we know the outcomes. Famine, I don't know how this is even a thing in 2025. I have no words. I'm sick over it. It's eating me alive, and yet I'm expected to show up at my 9 to 5 like everything's fine, when this is not fine. This is not okay.
Read that. But some of you were worried about those who work at, like, McDonald's and get food stamps, right? I don't know. Just go ahead and read it. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is ramping up efforts to crack down on food stamp fraud nationwide. While a single state has 14,000 individuals on SNAP who drive luxury vehicles like Ferraris, Bentleys, and Lamborghinis. But, what about those that are on, like, disability and get them again? Are we still mad about that? Because I'm confused. That's what. How? I just want to know how. What are they doing on the side to be able to afford a Lamborghini? I'm mind blown. Any thoughts?
So as a tax-paying citizen, I can appreciate them cracking down on fraud cases, but about 39% of SNAP participants are children and 20% are elderly. So how do they fit into the conversation about work requirements and eligibility? A lot of people think that food stamps is mostly going to unemployed adults, and that is not true. And I think why this conversation gets so much attention is because to some people, food stamps just represents government waste, and for other people, it represents their survival. Right now, millions of people are caught somewhere in the middle of rising rent, expensive groceries, stagnant wages, layoffs, debt, everything you can think of right now. So when they lose their benefits, they're also losing their stability, they're losing their backup plans. And whether you agree with the policy changes or not, Americans are just having a really tough time right now.